Well, hello, folks. How are all of you doing out there in YouTube land? I'm hoping you all are doing very well. Now, I'm glad to see you all like that video on JC News Now. I'm finding it really matters on who you do a video on as to how many people decide to watch it. So, I've been watching some videos on the hard-tarred Colton from California at this time. Colton has, been popular with some people lately. So I decided, that we would do a video on him. So he's got several other channels that you can check out. They are the Colt 45 Caliber, Colton Wood Vlogs, which seems to be gone now. I don't know where it went. And he has a channel called Big Wood. And lastly, a channel called Dr. Canis, which would probably be short for cannabis, since he deems himself to be the biggest pothead in the world. Now, he posts on these three channels, but mostly posts on the hard-tarred. Now, why would this guy call his channel something like that? Why would he refer to himself as a tard, which we all know is short for a word describing someone who is mentally handicapped? Well, maybe. Well, maybe that's why he does it. Colton's handicap, his real handicap, is drugs. Not the kind he really needs, because Colton needs some good psychotropic drugs to help him out. That's what he really needs, because someday that guy is going to snap and murder children like he says he's going to do. He keeps threatening it in his videos. Now, I've lost count, so I couldn't tell you. So, I wanted to know how many times he's threatened that over the years. Now, Kentucky got back to me finally and has told me that because of the cases in that state were over 15 years old, I would have to make a special request to the state archives and pay a $20 fee for the records search. Now, since I'm not monetized, I said to hell with that. So we'll all just have to live without knowing the dispositions of all of Colton's cases in Kentucky. I hope that's not a big problem for everyone. There's only actually, I think, 4 or 5. So, without any further delay, let's get into Colton's 47 charges. Yes, folks, 47 charges. I'll bet all of them just because he won't take the right medication that he needs. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he has 2 open warrants as of December 2nd, 2024. So the first charge I could find on Colton would be way back in 2003 when he was arrested in Pulaski County, Kentucky. I was so nicely corrected on that when I mentioned old JC News Now had been arrested in Pulaski County. I was corrected that it's Pulaski County. Anyways, first time up, November 5th, 2003, he's arrested for alcohol intoxication in a public place ×3. Those charges were misdemeanors. And then we go just ahead 2 weeks to November 17th, 2003. He's charged in Claremont County, Ohio, with underage consumption of or possession of alcohol. He was found guilty there in Ohio, given 29 days in jail suspended, and 1 year probation, and a $250 fine. Now we go ahead 10 days to November 27th, 2003. Old Pulaski County decided that he hadn't shown up in court and we were going to arrest him. And they picked him up on failure to appear ×3 charges. Again, can't get anything out of Kentucky because those cases are too old. We go ahead to March 14th, 2006. He was a good boy for 2.5 years. Anyways, he picked up he picked up a disorderly conduct charge, which was a misdemeanor, also out of Claremont County, Ohio. And I'm saying that wrong. Somebody will correct me. Anyway, second time around in Claremont County, he was given a guilty charge. 15 days in jail suspended, another 1 year probation, and $329 fine and fees. Now, we go ahead to July 18th, 2008. He's a good boy for 2.5 years again. Hamilton County, Ohio. He gets picked up for public indecency. He was found guilty, given 30 days in jail. His driver's license was suspended for 1 year. I'm not quite sure why. He petitioned the court, they gave him limited driving privileges and a $94 fine or fee that he has never paid. So, because of the connotations of that charge there, public indecency, I went and looked up the Ohio Revised Statute for Section 2907.09 that defines public indecency as recklessly endangering, I'm sorry, folks, I can't read tonight, recklessly exposing private parts, recklessly engaging in sexual conduct or masturbation, recklessly engaging in conduct that appears to be sexual conduct or masturbation, knowingly engaging in sexual conduct or masturbation, and knowingly exposing private parts with the purpose of personal sexual arousal or gratification to lure a minor into sexual activity. Now, I don't know which one was Colton's doing, but it does say down here that public indecency can also include crimes such as streaking, urinating in a park where people might see you, and sexual exposure to a child. Knowing his mind, his mental health, who knows what that was, but he didn't really get slapped too hard, so I'm going to kind of say he probably whipped it out and peed on a wall somewhere or something. Then we're going to go ahead to October 28th, 2009. So he's a good boy again for over a year. And in Kenton County, Kentucky, as you can see with his mugshot here, look at how young he looks here. Anyways, he's picked up for possession of marijuana, wanton endangerment second degree, possessing drug paraphernalia, an obstructed vision and or windshield something. That's all the charge said. It's interesting because Kenton County, Kentucky got back to me today because I was looking for the court case number on this. Kenton County, Kentucky is telling me he was never arrested there. So I sent him back the actual charges that he'd been charged with and a picture of this mugshot. And hopefully they'll get back to me tomorrow. But again, they're going to tell me the charge is over 15 years old. I'm going to have to go to the state to look for the charge, and I'm not paying $20. This guy isn't that important to me. And we're going to go ahead now for 10 years. Very interesting. He picks up a charge on February 25th, 2019. There's the case number. And when you pull the case up, it says details or information for the specified case are not available. I have no clue what that means. I don't know if he appealed and won. I've never ever seen that before. And if you go ahead to May 1st, 2019, it says the same thing on a charge. So again, I don't know if he won an appeal. I don't know if it got overturned somehow. He's certainly not a minor at this point, so they're not hiding it for that reason. But we're going to go ahead now to May 3rd, 2019. Pedestrians prohibited on a median island in Orange County, California. And that charge was dismissed. He also got charged a second time with that same crime in Orange County, California, and that charge was dismissed. And we're going to go ahead the next two crimes on June 20th and June 25th, 2019. Both of those case numbers comes back with details or information for the specified case are not available. And we go ahead a month, and on July 23rd, 2019, got a crosswalk pedestrian running in front of a vehicle charge. And strangely, that charge is still open. Nowhere is there a disposition in there. So, and then the next two crimes that he's charged with on August 28th, 2019 and September 30th, 2019. There's the case numbers, and both of those also stated details or information for the specified case are not available. And then in April 14th, 2020, he picks up 3 charges in Orange County, California. Assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm, which was a felony. Possession, manufacture, or sell deadly weapon. He's going to be a leaded cane. I'm going to guess that's what the other deadly weapon was. And then brandishing a weapon. Those 2 charges were misdemeanors. Counts 1 and 3 were dismissed for a guilty plea on count number 2, which would be the possessing a deadly weapon. And he was sentenced to 162 days in jail. The next 4 charges, there's the court cases, all come back with the same thing. Details or information are not available. Now we're going to go ahead to June 2nd, 2021. Assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm, and this time it's a misdemeanor. And then brandishing a weapon, which is a misdemeanor, both out of Orange County, California. He was found guilty and given 46 days in jail. On June 28th, 2021, he's charged with attaching foreign materials or substance, a misdemeanor. Did not say what he attached them to, but that charge was dismissed. July 19th, 2021, he's charged with pedestrian failure to obey traffic signs, and that charge was dismissed. Now we go ahead to April 9th, 2021 in Orange County. He was charged with loitering in park at night. That was an infraction charge. That charge was dismissed. So he got several charges in a row dismissed and made him feel like he could do whatever he wanted and he would get away with it. So on 9/22, 2021, criminal threats, a misdemeanor out of Orange County, California. He was found guilty, given 64 days in jail and a 1-year probation. On just 2 months later, on November 24th, 2021, his probation was revoked. On 12/3/2021, his probation was reinstated and he was sentenced to 24 days in jail. And a year later, on April 25th, 2022, his probation was revoked again, but there was nothing after that. So I don't know what happened. On November 24th, 2021, he was found in possession of tear gas or a tear gas weapon, which was a misdemeanor out of Orange County, California. He was found guilty and given 26 days in jail. Now, on April 19th, 2022, he was arrested for trespass in Orange County, California. He was found guilty. He was put into a court-initiated misdemeanor diversion program, and he was given 1-year probation. Next several charges, he gets dismissed somehow. 9/12/22, he's in the park or beach after closing hours. I remember a video on that. He was in the park smoking marijuana, and the cops came along and made him leave. That charge was dismissed. On December 29th, 2022, he's charged with solicits, displays, sells, or vending near a freeway in Orange County, California. That charge was dismissed. On January 6, 2023, unlawful smoking of cannabis in a public place in Orange County, California. That charge was dismissed. On January 20th, 2023, pedestrian prohibited on a street medians ×2, and that was in Orange County, California. They dismissed that charge. I do want to remind you in 2023, COVID was still pretty active. They still didn't want to put people in jail, so that could be part of the reason for these dismissals. Then we've got on April 27th, 2023, resisting an executive officer, ×3 in Orange County, California, and that charge was dismissed. So we just dismiss a bunch of charges. So Colton's going to feel like he can do whatever he wants again. And on August 14th, 2024, he's charged with misdemeanor battery out of Riverside County, California, and he currently has a bench warrant for those charges as of December 2nd, 2024. He picked up another misdemeanor battery charge on October 16th, 2024. His bench warrant was issued on 12/2/24 for that charge, also out of Riverside County, California. Now, we're going to do his civil charges or complaints. On September 11th, 2008, he had eviction proceedings started on him by a guy named Tony. We can put his last name in there. That was out of Hamilton County, Ohio, and he was evicted. On October 18th, 2022, Colton sued a guy named Lou in small claims court in Orange County, California, and that was dismissed. We're going to go backwards because I messed this up. On, September 4th, 2019, there's a mental hold placed on Colton, and he took it to court challenging it in Orange County, and nothing further under that court number. So I don't know. Couldn't tell you if he was let go or if they kept him for a while. We're going to go ahead to April 13th, 2023. Colton sues Lou again in small claims court in Orange County, California, and that was a disposition of judgment, was uncontested. Whatever that disposition was, it was not listed. So then again, on August 18th, 2023, there was a mental hold on Colton, and he challenged it again in Orange County court, and there's nothing further under that court case either, so I don't know what happened there either. Alrighty, folks, let me set this scene up for you so you have an idea. Colton is videotaping himself calling and repeatedly harassing the employees of the public defender's office. So much so in the past that they have transferred Colton's case to another office. Colton knows that, but he still insists on dealing with this office, so check it out right here.
Can I direct your call?
I've tried for over a week to get through to you all. I need to talk to a supervisor, but they're not at their desk and their machine doesn't accept messages because it's full. This is an emergency. I have to know whether or not to leave for travel now.
We don't handle your case at this office. Would you like for me to provide you with the phone number?
You already did, but they're not picking up. I'm not even sure if it's real. The attorney there is responsible for my hearing tomorrow. Mance is responsible for my hearing tomorrow, but she has a voicemail that says she won't be back in the office until the 13th, which is tomorrow, so she won't even be back beforehand in time. I need the information now. I need to know whether or not to leave now. The other place, the number you gave me is not picking up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the office that's handling your case at this time. We're no longer handling your case.
How is that possible? You always sit there for a competency evaluation, and also you can't switch hearing. That's an ex parte thing. You have to do it in front of me, in front of the judge, right?
I don't know, sir. I don't answer those questions.
Mance was definitely my attorney, and they've been dodging me for weeks. I have to get this information today because I have to leave for travel like now. That's why I'm calling so early. I need to start driving soon.
Okay, sir. So we're no longer handling your case. The phone number that I provided to you is the ones that are handling your
They're
case.
not picking it up. I'm not even sure if it's a real number. They're not picking up.
Number 951-222-4777.
Yeah, I already called and I documented myself calling. They're not picking it up. I don't know who that is. Is it a public defender?
It's a public defender. It's a yes. Okay? Have yourself a great day, sir.
No, this is critical. I need to know.
And now that this public employee has hung up on Colton because they're all tired of his bullshit, well, this sends Colton off the deep end. He repeatedly calls until they finally answer, where he continues to try to bully them, making demands and harassing them.
We accept.
Oh yeah, he's starting to lose it, folks.
Okay, sir, let me go ahead and transfer you to someone that can explain why your case was transferred.
Yeah, I do need it explained because this is an emergency and you guys are obligated. Hello?
Sounds like somebody else doesn't want to talk to him either, so they hung up on him.
Operator, we accept collect. Operator, we accept collect calls. Thank you for calling the law office of the public defender in downtown Riverside.
All right, I'm not going to subject you good folks to any more of Colton's antics as he tries so desperately to harass the good workers at the public defender's office. I did want to show you this part, though, as it speaks volumes as to Colton's mental health and what it looks like. This man needs the right medication, and he needs to leave the illicit drugs alone. All right, so now we've got the header here. We've got the hard-tard Colton. I take out his last name because I don't want to get a privacy strike. I mean, other channels do give it out. I'm sure it's not hard to find. I just don't want to say it because if I do, there's a chance that the video might get privacy struck, and I already got 2 of them and don't really want to lose the channel. He was born in July 1985. I got his address and social security number there. We won't give that out. I don't actually think that address is any good anymore anyways. Colton has admitted in the past on his videos that he's homeless and that he's been 5150 multiple times. And one time I was watching a video, he even said he'd been 5152'd, if anyone knows what the hell that means. Or maybe he means he's been 5150 twice. And that's why, you saw the 2 mental holes there under his civil cases. So, and we all know he's got severe mental health problems. He needs good drugs for it, but he won't take them. As I said before, he has other channels called Colt 45 Caliber, Dr. Canis, and Big Wood. Here's his email address, Colton Wood 14. He's originally from Kentucky, which may explain some things, I don't know or not. Now, in early 2024, during a video, he gave his phone number out and didn't block it before he published the video, so I've got his phone number there if you want to call him up. And, well, don't call him because, oh my God, he'll flip out totally, and that's not what we're looking for, folks. So, speaking of his homelessness, check this out right here. Okay, folks, so just a couple of days ago, I was watching a video on the hard-tard Colton, who was being evicted from his spot in the marina, effective immediately because of his own behavior. These video clips come from a channel called Unclean Hands, who is awesome at calling out frauditors and sovereign citizens for being the morons that they are. Please go check out the channel Unclean Hands and let him know that I sent you. And subscribe to his channel if you end up liking his content, which I'm pretty sure you will. So let's check out the behavior from Colton that made the marina manager cancel their contract and evict him immediately.
You dare use my wrong name, my nigga name, you sack of shit! And why the f*** you using my nigga name, boy? This motherfucker just used my name. Who told him what my name was?
Sir, you're not allowed to talk to the
You.
I could go.
I ain't allowed to talk to what? You, nigga.
And this is exactly why he got terminated immediately. He said F you N-word to this black security guard.
Okay. No, it was just he was talking to somebody on the docks.
Yeah, someone just learned my nigga name, but someone had loose lips.
I told him, yeah.
Now listen to this, folks. This right here is what Colton does when he's losing his mind. He makes this noise. I'm very curious to know if he like scrunches up his face and shakes his fists while he's doing it. You know, like a child having a temper tantrum. So that's going to be it for this investigative report on the Hardtard, aka Colt 45 caliber news, and that is Colton from, appears to be now he's from the Riverside area of California. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, would you please hit that thumbs up button to let me know that you did enjoy it and you appreciated all the research I did to let you know about this mentally challenged man who I'm not so sure he's a frauditor, to be honest with you, as he seems more like someone who films everything for his own paranoid protection. The problem is, he is his own worst enemy. Now, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We're so close to 5,000 subscribers. I don't believe we're going to make it before January 1st, though, but definitely sometime in early January, we'll hit that 5,000 mark. So, the line of duty deaths for law enforcement officers remains at 139, ladies and gentlemen. There has been no increase since my last video a few days ago, which is awesome news, even though it's still 139 too many, which I am sure you all agree with me. Now, very sadly, 4 more law enforcement officers have taken their own lives this year, just in the last few days, bringing the total to 108 so far this year that have taken their own lives. I sure hope that there are no more deaths while on duty or by officers who see no other way out and decide to take their own lives. It's been one heck of a year for our channel, folks. I think we have doubled in size, and we were able to expose a lot more of the frauditors this year who really aren't doing this frauditing to support the Constitution, we all know, or educate people on their rights, which we all know, or to protect the First Amendment. It has been proven over and over and over that every single one of these frauditards are nothing but criminals, some of them worse than others, but all of them have been criminals. We have seen their channels get demonetized, and when they do, they won't film, which just proves our point that this is all about the money. It doesn't have anything to do with the First Amendment. We have found when we can identify them and that their fans and their loyal subscribers are also career criminals, just like their frauditard hero. We have proven time and again that the frauditards and their lens lickers are ignoring the law. They don't understand the law or don't want to. They are ignoring Supreme Court decisions and federal district court decisions, and they are ignoring case law, all just to make YouTube videos so that they can make money because they cannot or will not get legitimate jobs. We have seen so many frauditors get arrested and convicted for their vile filming activities this year, with at least 3 of them going to prison for extended periods of time. Now, the longest term, I believe, has been 39 months, which I still say he got off very, very light for what he did. We saw our first victim of a frauditard get shot this year in a clear-cut case of frauditor gone wild. We saw several channels shut themselves down this year after being exposed, such as North Cal Cop Watch, who was exposed by the frauditor troll, and Half Blind Audits and Ian Bresnahan that was exposed by this channel. If I missed any others, I apologize. Let me know and I'll make it up to you in the next video. So y'all, please have a safe New Year's Eve and get a designated driver if you're going to go out, and don't get too crazy because I want to see all of you back next year. So happy New Year's to everyone, and until next time, next year, y'all take care out there now.